How's everybody doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
So I've got my headphones on today because I was hoping to. Seems like there was a little echo when people were talking yesterday, so I'm hoping that goes away. We'll see. All right, let's see here. Just gonna open up some of my windows so that I can see everybody, and then we'll get started in just a couple of minutes. How's everybody doing that's here?
I'm doing good.
Nice, that's good to hear. Anyone get a chance to go outside? I was outside earlier and it started raining on me. All right, we're just going to give the other students just a little bit of time to show up since we're just a bit early, but I thought I'd go in and take a look at some stuff here. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, let's try it anyway. Hello. My name is Tim. Oh, a squirrel. Awesome. Let's try that again. What a friendly squirrel. Let's go look at some code here. Ah, look at that. Very cool. Nice. All right. Oh, okay. So on this one, the username is like your username, Joe S 2020. When we ask the question and wait, if we go to sensing, right underneath there is another variable. Let me I'll just put username there for a second and try something. So I know the secret. All right. Okay. Well, let's just do this. There we go. So now I need to take my if, let's see, where's my ifs? Right under control. And then I can do this. I can bring an equal to and put it in there, and then I can I'll take this answer. And then I'll put that. Something like that. And then, oh, we've got this message here. So now, Let's take that out. Let's do this one instead. All right, let's try it. So, Tim, should work the same. Okay. And let's try Tara. There you go. Awesome. All right, so it looks like I was playing around. It's now time. Let's go back to the class. I'll leave it. Okay, so let's see. It's day 3, Wednesday. I'm feeling like it's going to be the best Wednesday that we've had all week. What do you guys think? No comment?
How can it not be the best Wednesday of this week?
I really feel like it's going to be the best Wednesday of the whole week.
After all, it is Wednesday, my dudes.
All right. So today,
It's gonna be a fun Wednesday.
it is. I agree. So today, we're going to cover a little bit more of like what we were talking about yesterday. And if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to stop me and we'll talk about your questions. So today we're going to talk, I've got it scheduled for numbers and strings, and we talked about those a little bit yesterday. And numbers, all they are is numbers, and like we're going to do math. And strings, when I say a string, all that means is that it's like words. So like text, like letters and words. So that's not strings like, you know, a ball of string. It's just strings of letters is all that means. So really this could say numbers and letters. All right, and then I've got an assignment posted today, and so we'll cover a little bit about making that fun and how we can work with collisions and keeping score. And we did do a little bit of that yesterday. So I think we've kind of gotten a little bit ahead, so I might just cover some more things, and then also I want to make some time for questions if there is any. All right, before we get started, is there any questions? Did anyone get stuck on anything? Nope, everyone's good? All right, that's what I like to hear. Okay, so I had some ideas today, and so I went over to Scratch and I was like, you know what? I want to maybe make a Space Blaster game or something. And so I haven't figured out exactly what I want to do, but I do want to keep score. I want to make my sprite move around, and then I'm going to have another sprite or maybe a couple of other sprites that are going to collide with each other, and then I'm going to keep score of that. So all I've done so far is I created a new project, and I brought in this rocket ship sprite, which is right from the library. And you guys can use whatever sprites you want if you want to follow along, or when you're working on your project later. All right, so let's see. The rocket ship. So I'm going to make a plan. So in my mind, I think I want this rocket ship to be a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to make the size about half. And then I want to move it down to about here. All right, that looks good. And this background's pretty boring. So I want to pick another background, and it's Space Blaster. So I'm not going to pick the beach or baseball. Let's see. I've got, oh, there's a galaxy. That's a good one. The moon, kind of like that one. Nebula. Space City, I like that. I think I like this green Oh yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, so I'm going to make my rocket ship move side to side, but what I want to focus on today is I want to maybe make like a laser beam come out and see if we can do that. So I'm going to add another sprite, and I'm not sure if there's one that is going to make a good laser beam. I've got arrows. The arrow might work. There's probably a line, but I think what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and just draw one. So if I say, let's just draw a new one, and then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go like, let's make like a red laser or something like that. Yeah, like that. And I'll do something like that, and then I'm not going to have an outline. Okay, so if I draw a line, let's just see what it looks like. Let's actually draw a line. Something like that, which is pretty squiggly because my handwriting isn't that great, so I'll use a straight line maybe. And that is not very good, but maybe I can change the color to red or something. And I'll make it like 3 pixels. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's not bad. So let's just move that around and see what I can do here. I kind of like, if I was to, let's see, what else can I do here? If I go, not that, let's see. Well, I think I like this one for now. I've got a little mark there. I'm going to move that little laser. And, you know, that's okay. Maybe I'll make it a little bit shorter. I'm making it rotate. That's not what I want. Oh boy. Abort, abort. Let's just delete that and just draw a little bit shorter line here. All right, can you guys hear me okay? I've got my headphones on, so my audio sounds really weird to me.
You sound good.
Oh, good, thank you.
You're good.
Thank you very much. All right, so let's turn that off. Now, let me see if I can do this properly. So somehow I've really made a mess of this thing. All right, 4th time is the charm. All right, let's try this again. And, oh, that was, yeah, that's okay, I think. So let's see if I can actually see this thing. Oh. And for some reason I keep messing this up. So this was going to be way cooler. Let's try it again. Have I got it invisible here? No. Let's try something just a little bit more clever. If I draw it as a box, a filled box, and then I make the outline, maybe nothing. Let's try that. There we go. That's a really nice looking laser. All right, and what else can I do? Anything clever? I'm not sure. Okay, so I like that little laser. And so let's go back to the laser. And I don't have any sounds. Well, maybe I do. What's this? Pop? No, I'm not sure I like that. I think the rocket ship had some sounds. Oh yeah, look at that. Can you guys hear the sounds when I play them?
No.
No sounds?
No, I can't hear the sounds.
All right, I think I have to push a button. Here we go. Let's try it now. Now I heard that. Did you hear it?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, I heard that.
Nice. So there's some little laser sounds. You know, I like that one's pretty good for shooting a laser. And then if you don't have the sound you like, you can add more sounds or look for sounds. You can also create a sound. Let's see if I might have to share my microphone real quick. Let's see if this works. That might work. Let's just see what happens. All right. Pew, pew. That sounds like a laser. Pew, pew. Oh yeah, perfect. And I can change. I can make it more. Pew, pew, pew. Oh yeah, I love that. And maybe I don't want it to be, here, let's listen. Okay, I like that, but I'm gonna grab this half of it and delete it. Ha, that's a perfect laser sound. Okay. So now if I go to my code, I can, let's just play that sound. I didn't name it properly, but yeah, that's good. All right. So now what I want to do is this laser is going to be kind of sitting around. So I might want it to be hidden. And then when I press maybe the space bar, I want the laser beam to, let's see, I'm going to start at the rocket ship and go upwards. So I might just say, go to the rocket ship. And then how am I going to make it go? So let's see. Let me, all right, there we go. So now I've got it going to the rocket ship. So how am I going to get it to go up? Anybody? Well, I can't hear you if you're muted. All right, well, I'm going to give it a try. Let's see what I'm going to do. Okay, so let's see. I'll bring that in later. I want to just move maybe in the X direction, so upwards. So X is going to be positive. And then I'm going to do that over and over.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can I go use the bathroom real quick?
Yes, feel free. So like I'm going to post the video so you can go back and watch anything that you missed. So if you have to go, just go and you'll be okay. All right, so here we go. So now I'm going to, for now, I'm just going to say, I'll just repeat forever and we'll just see what happens. And that's going, now I chose X and I said X, but that is not up and down. So I'm going to have to pick a new letter. All right. All right, and then now I'm getting to the top. So let's see what else I can do. I think I have repeat until, and I have wait until, and then I have a stop. Let's see. Yeah, I think that this will be fine for now. I might say, well, I can get clever later. So if I press this, it kind of works, except for it doesn't ever stop. So I might want to do this like only 10 times or something. All right, so now it'll at least stop. But I need it to go, let's see, probably 20 times maybe, or more. Maybe 50. I just want it to kind of go off the screen. There we go, that works. And then now I can come in here and just really, I'll take this out just because while we're debugging, it'll be, I don't know, annoying. That's cool. All right, so I like that. Okay, that'll work for now, and we'll fix that and debug it as we come up with some other things. So now I'm going to come in and grab another sprite, and this one is going to be something that I'm going to target or collect or whatever. So I was hoping there was a good spaceship or something. I thought I saw a planet in here. Let's see here. There's Earth. Let's do planet number 2. And it's got one costume. That's fine. It's got a pop sound, which is strange. All right. Okay, so now I want my planet to either go side to side, or come in from one side and end. I think for now I'll just go side to side. So on the planet, I'm going to go to my green flag. So when that starts, or when I press the green flag, I just want it to start going back and forth. And let's see. I'm going to go motion, and I'm just going to say, let's just do a move in whichever direction we're going. Let's do forever. All right, so let's test that. And we just go one way. Does anyone remember how I can get it to go back and forth easily?
You've got to use the if on edge bounce.
Nice. And that is in motion, isn't it? Yeah, right there. So I'll just do that. So let's try that. Yeah, I like that. And we can come in and change the speed or the steps a little bit later. And then I noticed that the planet's kind of moving. There's some different ways that we can, let's do, I think it's in looks. And I think, maybe it's, here we go. I'm looking for rotation style. And I may or may not want to do this. I think the planet, it probably looks fine, but I might change it to don't rotate. And I'll just put that, I only want to do that once, so it's outside of my forever loop. And now my little planet's just bouncing around all crazy. Okay, awesome. So now what I want to do, let's just see if we can do a power combo here. All right, so my aim's not super good, and I can only shoot one laser at a time. For now, that's okay. All right, so right there,
I have a
planet.
question.
Yes, go ahead.
Like I wasn't able to see like when you went for like the rocket ship, you like on it, you like between the space and the play sound or something, it said like something else, but like how did you do that? I wasn't able to see.
Okay. So are you talking about when I press the space bar?
No, like the go to rocket ship, like where'd you go to do that?
Oh, that one, where did I find it?
Yeah.
So that's under motion. And so there's go to, and it has random position as the default. But if there's any other sprites, they should show up in this list. So now I've got the planet in here. And I can also go to my mouse pointer. And so it just defaults to random position, so it makes it hard to find. But anytime I have a sprite, it'll show up in this list. And you can see these ones with drop downs. Usually the other sprites will show up in that list.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and get rid of that. So that's still working. So I'm going to just do some target practice here on this planet. So what I want to happen is when I have a collision, so when I say that, I mean when my red laser beam sprite comes into contact with my planet, then I want something to happen, right? And it could be like a power up, or an enemy disappears, or something like that, or just any kind of thing. I had one project where when the two sprites came in contact, then one of them would giggle. So you can really just do whatever you want. So I think what I'll do is I want to have my laser beam contact this planet, and then I just want the planet to disappear, and I want the laser beam to also disappear. All right, so let's do that. So if I go to the planet, so I've got the motion here. I'm going to do some parallel code. So I want to always be testing to see if my laser beam comes into contact. So let's see, when, well, I'm back on the laser beam. So on the planet, I'm just gonna put a forever loop because I want this code to run all the time. All right, and I think a forever loop will work perfectly for that. And what am I gonna test? Well, I'm gonna go to sensing, and here's another one of those drop-down menus. I've got mouse pointer, I've got edge, rocket ship, and sprite one. Now I should probably rename this to like laser or blaster. That sounds even better. Blaster. Okay, I like that. So now if the planet is touching blaster, I want something to happen. And so I'm going to test that forever. All right, and I can, there's several ways I could do this, but I'm just going to build it so that it's easy to see. All right, so forever, just see if I'm touching the blaster. And then once I do, I might want to hide. All right, so hide. And then if I'm hiding, I might want to also show. All right, so let's just see how that goes. So if I, all right, so let's see, I might need to aim it a little bit better. No, it's not working. So I can test this. So sometimes when it's not working the way you think, you have to do a little bit of debugging. So a couple of things that I like to do. So one thing I can do is I can just drag this out here and I can show, let's show the blaster, show the planet. And I'm gonna take my planet and my blaster and just put them right on top of each other. So now it's true. And then let's test that again. Yeah, it is. And so for some reason it's not hiding, but let's see if I can, all right, let's try that. So it did it that time. So let's stop, and then I'll just bring this down here. Let's do that again. And now I'm going back and forth. So let's try just activating that one. And let's get her lined up. Yeah, it worked that time. So I'm not sure what happened there. And it might be because it was hidden or something. I'm not really sure. Okay, so let's go to the laser or the blaster. I think I like that better. So I want to show and then hide. So let's see if and it should eventually disappear. I might need to adjust my settings a little bit, but I think that's okay. And then, oh, I got it. So now I can do some other things like, so let's go, I can record my own sound again, or I can go see if there's something. Oh boy. If that's crazy loud, just let me know that it's too loud. Oh, I like that one. I could. I could do this all day. What was I doing again? Oh, I like that one. Okay. All right, so now I'm also going to play that sound. And let's just play that sound right there. There we go. Let's try it. Nice. See that? Bullseye. Oh, so far. Got it. Okay, awesome. So now I've got my rocket ship, I've got my blaster, and I've got my planet. And they're all kind of doing normal game stuff. There's a little bit more I want to do. Does anyone have any questions? We're about 20 minutes in, and I just wanted to stop and see what everybody's thinking. Remember to unmute because I can't hear you if you're talking right now. All right, so now when I play this, I can hit it, right? And there's a couple things that I want to do now. So now I'm just kind of sitting here and nothing's happening. So I want maybe my planet to respawn, maybe at a random height or something. And then I also want to keep score. And so for my score, I'm going to go to my backdrop. I could go to any sprite, but I'd like to go to the backdrop, and I have a reason for that. So I want to make my score, and notice that, let me show you something here. So if I go to my rocket ship and I go to create a variable, it wants me to choose, is it only for this one sprite or is this for everybody? And so it defaults to everybody, but sometimes I don't want, like I might have, you know, position or speed or something for each sprite. And so I don't want those to like get messed up with each other. And so I want to sometimes have private variables, so only that sprite can see it. But this time the score, I want it to show up here, and I just want everybody to see it. So if I go to the stage, it's a good place to keep things that are global that everyone can see. If I say, let's make a variable and let's just call it score. All right, and there it is. And now we're at 0, and that's pretty good. Okay, so now if I go over to my planet, I already have an animation where it disappears when there's a collision. So I can come over here and I can just say, let's change it. Let's also increment that score by 1. So now I should be able to keep score. Oh, I got it. See that? Nice. So now I get one chance, and now it gets kind of boring. So I want to go ahead and do the respawn of my planet. And so let's see. All right, so I'm right here. So this forever loop is kind of my entire animation. So right here, I might be able to just get away with showing again, but that might be a little boring. So let's just put that right there. All right, let's try it. I can still only, so it showed it really, really fast. And I got like 5 scores. So that's probably not good. I need to debug that. So does anyone know why I got 5 points or 4 points and it didn't look like the planet disappeared? Guesses are okay. Let me show you something. So if I go here, let's go to my, watch this. So why do you think that's happening? It's kind of crazy, huh? That's a weird bug. I've got 82 points. Maybe I like it. All right, so the reason that's happening is because as long as this laser beam is visible and the planet is visible, then they're basically, it's just going to keep checking over and over and over really fast. I mean, as fast as this can go. Is it touching or colliding with, are the 2 sprites colliding? Okay, so it's like, you know, I'm getting 4 or 5 points every time that thing passes by, and it's hiding and showing so fast that it's just counting it as new points and new collisions. So what I want to do is probably make the planet go to a random position. Let's just do that for now. And then I probably want my laser blaster to go to a random position. But I can't tell the laser, well, not directly. I can't say, if I say go to a position, we're talking about the planet and not the blaster. So I might be able to do a reset condition, and so I'll talk about that in a little bit. But let's see if this works. Whoa, that is crazy. So I probably want to have that inside here. Oh, look at that. Now I'm going all diagonal. Nice. So let's stop that. Let's go point 90 like we were before. All right, I like that now. And then where are we now? Up here. So let's just kind of go back up here and we'll give it a test. And I've still got 107 points. Oh, look at that. I like that. All right, so I've got a few bugs. So I want maybe this to just go over to the side maybe and not a random position. So let's do that. Let's go to, let's just say set Y, not that one, set Y, set X to, now since I don't know, watch this. If I move this planet around, a little trick, if I just want to say, well, go here, just go here, then I can then notice these update. So I can just say right there, set Y to 123, which happens to be just right there. Okay, let's do it. See if I fix that bug, one bug at a time. And I might need to wait. All right, so far my aim's not that great. All right, let's make sure we're showing. Where's my blaster? Oh, there we go. I think I was just hiding the blaster for some reason. All right, let's go back to the planet. Stop that motion and try that. There we go. Ah, so set Y to that, but that's not really what I wanted. I keep getting my X's and Y's mixed up. So let's set X. Set X to minus, there we go, that's probably better. Quick test, there we go. Except for, I don't know why. Is that not updating? Huh. Oh, let's stop everything, maybe that's it, yeah. All right, there we go, set X to that number, perfect. Let's test it, maybe. Oh, I gotta do turn my sensing on. There we go. Awesome. So now that's happening. Let's see if I can. There we go. Nice. Okay, I like that. All right. So my score needs to be reset. Any ideas how I might do that? So this is a tricky one. No? I'll assume that you were muted and you had the right answer. So I'm just going to reset my score right out of the gate. And yeah, that's fine. So this is the green flag is the start. So I'm only going to do that one time. And I made a mistake. I want score to reset, not my random variable. There we go. Maybe. Yeah. There we go. That's working. So that's cool. So I've got a little bit of stuff happening.
I made a game.
Yeah. So I could do like a, a beginning screen, a game over. I can have respawn number or life number or whatever. And I can make this game really awesome. So let's see. I've got a couple of things left to do. I need to make my rocket ship move around. I don't really like that my blaster only lets me do one blast and I have to wait. The timing's not that great. So I might work on that a little bit. So what did I have set for today. So
Yeah.
I did talk about operators, and yesterday we did like the join where we can connect two strings together or
The
connect words
camera's
together.
on. Look it. Come here. Look.
And then I have, there's some, you can look and see if the word apple has an A in it and some cool things like that. We did some true and false yesterday. So that's all super fun. There's one thing I had on the list for tomorrow that I want to show. Actually, there's a couple of things. And then the one is to fix the laser so that when it hits the planet, the laser also resets. And I can do a sensor so that I can just kind of see if I'm touching the planet and then do a reset, which is okay. I can also do, if I go to my events and the different event hats that I can, or top hats or whatever they call them, there's one that talks about messages. When I receive a message or I can broadcast a message. So basically that allows you to, with your code, to send messages between the sprites or the stage and the different places where there's code. So if I'll just create a new message and I'll just call it reset. All right, so if I receive reset, then I want to just go back to the rocket ship and hide maybe. And so let's just go to the rocket ship and then let's hide. All right, so that's cool. So now if I press the space bar and then I click this, no, it's not. I gotta be really fast. So you can see it just kind of ends this animation. And there's a couple of ways I could do this, but that one's effective enough. But now on the planet, I have this whole collision code all set up. So I can come over here to my events, and now I can broadcast a message of reset. And I will just do that right inside here. Right there's fine. So now let's just try that. So now the rocket ship also disappears. Now I don't know if you remember from before. I'll take it out for a second. And I'm gonna start this sensor just so I don't have to be really good at my aim. Now, notice that the laser or the blaster just keeps on going. But if I add this in here, it's gonna tell the laser to also reset. So let's click that. Let's bring my game in there. Boom, and now the laser or the blaster also resets. So that's pretty cool. Is that something awesome? Or now I still don't have any way to move my rocket ship. I'm keeping score kind of, and I don't have any way to change the speed of the planet. But I think this is a pretty good start. We're off to a good start of a game. Let's put in some. I'm gonna put some. I've got fire the blaster, so I don't need the space bar, but maybe I'll put in some right and left arrows. And I'll just say, well, let's just go change X by, let's see, that's going to be minus going left. And let's see here. And I want this one to be positive. Let's see if this is working. Hello, hello. Oh yeah, it's kind of working. It's kind of working. And let's do, what else can I do? I think I have some costumes. So this is costume B. And this is costume D. Let's go above that. Costume A, costume D. All right, let's see what that does. All right, I probably want to switch back to my original. That's not really working really good. But I could fake it by putting in a little .1. I think this might cause me another bug here, but I've got a way to smooth it out, and I'll show you both. All right. Yeah, I don't know that I like that very much. So let's take that out. And since I know how to do a sensor, I can say, let's see, what can I do? Mouse down if key is pressed. Here we go. And I think it's any. Yeah, why not? And then I can say, well, forever. Let's just test that. And I'll put my actually, whoops, I lost it. So I'll do an if my key is down. Let's see. Where did it go? Right here. I'll say if any key is pressed for now. So I don't want to do anything if I don't want to do anything if the key's pressed, but when the key's not pressed, I just want to go back to the normal costume. Let's just try that. Now I need a sound effect. Okay, let's go to sounds. What do I got here? Nah, I don't like that. Let's do something awesome. Perfect. All right, and of course I've named it something. Let's just call it move. All right, now I'll play that sound. Nice. That's horrible, but it's kind of cool. So I can go into my sounds and make that not as loud. So let's go way. All right, perfect. Now, just to make it a little bit, I don't know. Whoop. Of course. All right. All right, I'm not sure I really like that, but it's kind of working. Oh, here we go. I've got it. Maybe. I don't know. I'm having fun. Any questions so far? So I've got my planet animation working. I've got my rocket ship moving with kind of an annoying sound maybe. Oh, I didn't start the sound, so that's probably good. Nice. And I can keep score. I showed you how to talk to other sprites by sending and receiving a messages, so broadcast or receive a message. Does anyone have any questions about that? So I might want to, when everything starts, let's see, when everything starts, sometimes I'll do a reset. So I'll broadcast, reset. And so now when the blaster gets a reset, it's just going to hide and go to the rocket. When the rocket gets a reset, maybe the rocket needs to, you know, go to costume A and X0 or something like that. So let's see. Let's see where I'm at. About right in the middle. Let's do X0. And then costume. I think it's the last one. And when do I want to do that? When I receive the reset message. So now if I hit go, everybody kind of resets. I'm getting good. Okay, any questions? Is anybody having fun? Is anybody bored out of their minds?
I think it's cool.
Does anybody know any good jokes? So my daughter loves it when I tell her jokes. Do you know what they call an elephant that doesn't matter? No? An irrelevant. See, funny. All right, so let's see. So I could have the planet reset also, but it's also kind of being taken care of by these two things. It's okay, it's kind of working, so I'm not gonna fix it. I might have X. So I've got my X going here. I could do something like on a reset. I could have Y, set Y, not to 99, but what if I go to a random number? And here's what I'm gonna do. So I've got everything, make sure it's stopped. So about this high, and so I've got set Y to 159, and then if I go, well, let's not go any more than that, set Y to minus 45. So I could pick a random number between minus, let's do 50, and what was that again? I can't remember. 150. All right, so now the height will be different every time. All right. Cool. Awesome. So now I talked about messages. So there's a couple more, I guess it's kind of advanced stuff. So another cool thing you can do is clones. And so clones are interesting. So let's just take the planet. Actually, let's do the blaster. I think the blaster will be pretty good. All right. So when I receive spacebar, we're going to do this stuff. So if I go to, I think it's control. When I start as a clone, create a clone of myself. All right. And then when I start as a clone. All right, now watch what this does. So if I just take that exact same code and just let it be like that, and then if I go spacebar, create a clone. So a clone is basically just a copy. So anytime I hit the spacebar, it's going to create a copy of the blaster, and then it's just going to do the same normal stuff. So let's see what happens. So now I can create more. Well, now I think I've broken it somehow. So I created too many clones, I think. Oh, there we go. It was hanging there for a second. Awesome. I think I'm not sure what I did here. Here we go. Okay, so it's going to create a copy. That gives me the ability to, I'll try to, Let's see. So that gives me the ability to send out more than one laser blast, even though I have only one sprite, because I can create copies. Now what I want to do here is probably change up what I'm doing a little bit. So play the sound and then do those things and then hide. All right. And then let's see, I might also want to create a sensor and create its very own collision detect, just because I'm going to have all these copies and it's going to get a little bit crazy. So here's what I want to do. When I start as a clone, I'm going to check forever.
These welds don't seem right. Like I thought these welds would be smoother.
Let's see, I could probably just do the wait until. Let's try that. And I could say when I start as a clone, wait until I'm touching the planet. And then I can just do my reset. I could broadcast reset, but because it's a copy, but let's just try it. All right, now I need to show right there. And I probably need to, I don't know how I got a random position here. All right, there we go. So that's kind of crazy. All right, so I'm creating so many copies that it's kind of glitching out on me. So I think what I'll do is broadcast reset maybe, and just see what happens. And probably stop all, maybe that's probably fine. So I have a special thing here someplace where it just stops everything for this sprite. All right, let's try that. Okay, let's run it. There we go. So that's still kind of glitching out on me a little bit. Yeah. All right. All right. So let's stop other scripts in the sprite maybe. Yeah, there's still a little bit of debugging to do on this one, but I think I like where it's going. Awesome. Okay, so what else should I do here? I think I've accomplished most of what I want to do. Does anyone have any questions about sending messages or clones? I've got some time set aside to talk about that tomorrow, but there's also some other things that we could talk about.
I have a question.
Okay, let's hear it.
So where do you go to find other sprites?
Okay, so let's say I wanted to add in the sprite. Let's go over here to the sprite area. It's kind of like right behind my head here. And I'm just going to say choose sprite. And there's a whole gallery of sprites. So I could bring in like this beach ball thing and have that be like its own. See, so there we go. So now I've got another sprite. I can also, let me try it just to see what it asks. So if I say upload, I can go find a picture and upload a picture. So if I've already got like an artwork that I've got on my computer or that I found somewhere, I can upload that. And I can create a brand new one and then surprise. So now I've got a tree. So that's good. All right, so, but the main one that I normally choose is just go choose a sprite, and I'll try to find one that I like. There's bugs and bells, and so you can also push these buttons, and there's the Cheetos. So this is probably what we should be targeting, is the Cheetos. So really, the Cheetos. So if I want the Cheetos to do the same kind of stuff as the planet, there's a cool thing that I can do here, which I haven't shown yet. Have you noticed at the bottom of the screen it says backpack? Can you see that? If I want to grab a piece of code from somewhere and keep it and use it somewhere else, like I've done before, it looks like, I can grab this little piece of code and then I should be able to just drag it down into my backpack. Let's try it. All right, I think I've gotten it. So now I want the Cheetos. There we go. So now the Cheetos are, I think I even like that better, because I'm sure there's the Cheetos. Oh, there's no crunch sound. We'll have to put one of those in. All right, and then now I could also, let's see, let's go grab the code from the planet that I used here. There we go. Now I've got, oh, my blasters are still glitching. Oh, there we go. Okay. So let's see. And then let's see, when I start as a clone, I might want this to just stop this script. And I probably want this one to stop everything. I don't know, let's just see. Let's just see how that goes. I think I'll just leave that alone for a second. I think for some reason it's glitching. I'm not really sure why. All right, it's still glitching because I think I've got too many copies of my laser beam, but I'll have to figure that one out. And then we can also go back to one laser beam, and that's okay. There's also, sometimes you can, if it's laggy, if it's too laggy, there's a turbo, and I don't know if that's going to make it any better. Whoa, it definitely makes it go faster. So at that point, I have to put in some time. So my laser blaster, I probably just need to go in and add in
Today?
one.
I thought you said tomorrow. Oh. Well, bye. Okay. The squirrels.
You can do it. There we go. And I think I've got my...
No. Candy?
All right. So somehow I got, there we go. So now my planet's moving normally, but my Cheetos are definitely going super fast. So let's go to the Cheetos. And I could make a variable that's just like speed for everybody. So I don't have to change this in every possible spot. There we go. All right. Now my lasers are going super slow. My collision I lost for my... There we go. Stop that. All right, and my planet's kind of gotten tipped somehow, so There we go. Awesome. My laser's a little bit slow. Not sure if that fixed the glitch, but it looks a little bit better. Let's not do that one, actually. I'm not sure how small I can go on my time, but let's try it. No, I still have that little bug, and that has to do with my copies. So I'll let that clear up. So we are running out of time. So I just wanted to see if anybody had any questions, and then I want to really quickly just talk about the assignment or the practice. Does anyone have any questions about what I've seen? I know I did go a little bit fast on some things, but I'll post the video so you can watch it if you want to. Any questions? All right, so if there's no questions, I'm going to go over to the classroom thing, the Google Classroom. And so for today's practice, it actually has a lot to do with what we did today. So have a variable keep score whenever the sprite is touched by another sprite. So that's when you have those collisions. And then play a sound effect when they touch, and then have one or both of the sprites reset and go back to a starting position. And I did a lot of those things in my Space Blaster game today. You don't have to do clones or messages, but if you want to try practicing that stuff, then I encourage you to do it. Any questions about the practice or anything else that anyone wants to share? I'm going to assume that everybody's got it all. You're just excited to go have fun and make your own video game. I think we're making some progress on video games. By the end of this, man, we're really going to be. And I made my own sound effects twice, which is super cool. All right, so if there's no questions or comments, then we're going to just call it a day, and I will see you tomorrow, which will be day 4, Thursday. And I'm going to be playing Space Blaster a little bit. Nice. Okay. All right, so if there's no questions, let's go for today, and I'll see you tomorrow.
See ya.
All right.
Bye. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye. I hope you had some fun. I'm
Bye.
going to share this.
Bye. Have a great
All
day.
right. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.